Greetings, welcome to another quick tip. Today we'll be discussing some drop downs that are found in Google Docs. So I'm going to quickly open up a Google Doc for everyone so that you are able to see what it looks like. I've prepared for you this document with a couple of different use scenarios. The first one will be me utilizing drop downs to moderate question papers. The other one will be managing student tasks, or maybe just getting some feedback from some of my students. So how do I actually access these drop downs? So the first combination is by pressing Shift and the Add key. So I'm just going to quickly show you how to access those. So Shift Add, and then what it does is it opens up this menu, and then I can scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then there I will find my drop down. So that's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is actually just pressing Shift Add, and then just typing in drop down, and then there you have it. Then you can quickly have access to the drop down menu items. Or the third way of doing it is just by going to Insert, and after Insert you can go down to drop down. So if I click on drop down, you'll find that on yours you will have two options, which is review status and project status. Okay, so because I'm going to be working on a moderation, so it will be a review status. I'm going to choose this one for my educators. So here I've got a moderator, what they're moderating, the due date, and now I can actually input a status. So if I click on the sharp tooth at the right hand side, I'll be able to see that either the process has not started, in progress, under review, or it has been approved. So that's one way of doing it. Another way is if I'm managing student tasks. So I've got a student task, so I'm going to go through the same process, but now instead of me using the review tasks, I'm going to go to drop down, and I'm not going to be reviewing a status, but I'm going to be monitoring a project status. So shark tooth. Now I'm able to see, well, Temba, well, he is currently in progress with this science project that he's doing. So the first one was I'm using this to review a status. So if now the question paper has been done and I'm quite happy with it, I can give it an approved status. The next one is managing student tasks, and this is where I am going to be changing the different tasks. Now, what if I didn't want to use any of these? Want to get some feedback from my students. So I'm going to quickly go and do another last one, which is add another drop down. But now this time, I'm going to either create a new one, or I'm going to be customizing one that already exists. So I'm going to use this one called revision, which I just created for myself. So this one only has yes. So if I wanted to add something else here, which is another status, because currently it is either yes or no, I can then go and add or edit options. So if I go to add or edit options, so I can say, well, I want a new option here, which is maybe, because my student want to say, well, maybe I don't really understand this topic. So I'll just choose, let's choose blue for this one, save. Now, the question is, can you recall and improve whatever you've learned? So you can either choose yes, no, or maybe as a student. So again, these can be copied. So you can literally just copy this, and I can just paste this, and I can do it. Oopsie. Let me just put it over there, Control Z. I want to put it right at the end of that statement, and I can also just paste it right over here, and I can put it right at the end of that sentence as well. And that's how you'll do that.